Hello and welcome. I'm Heather Lynn Reese, and today we will be discussing gender stereotypes in the 911 telecommunicator world in emergency services field. So let's jump right in to what could possibly be the main issues. The emergency services field that is dominated by mostly men in today's times and societies, we find that a 911 telecommunicator is somewhat still deemed a woman's field due to it being looked at as a secretarial position and not as important as the flashier careers such as firefighter and or police officers that arrive on the scene of the emergency. Being a 911 telecommunicator myself for over 10 years, I have only seen a handful of men that could do the very job that I do. The job itself is not for the faint of heart. You hear things you cannot unhear, and I personally have been diagnosed with PTSD due to the things that I have heard on a repeat basis. I have never heard of a secretary having PTSD for losing the staples to her stapler. Although I have continued my career choice and moved my way up from TC1 to shift supervisor, I still find myself needing to help others, and that is the best way I know how. But to get into more detail of why I don't feel that a 911 telecommunicator should be considered a secretary is because I've never heard of a secretary giving CPR instructions to hysterical parents that have just found their infant in the crib not breathing, who you now have to calm down and give those instructions to until help can arrive. I have never heard of a secretary telling a husband how to control the bleeding of his wife that had just been shot in a drive-by incident to where it was classified as road rage, and I stayed on the phone with the husband for over 10 minutes, but what felt like an eternity before help could arrive. Gender stereotypes in any field is not okay, especially in today's times. But in the 911 telecommunicator field, we have people that are working with NETA and APCO, two nationally recognized organizations that go to state capitals and to Washington to speak on behalf of all telecommunicators across America, to have us reclassified from secretaries to first responders in what is being called the 911 movement. As a telecommunicator, we are the first responders, and the job of the other emergency service providers would be near impossible if not for us answering the initial call for service. Some states have already passed the bill that make telecommunicators first responders, and they are now leading the way for us to receive recognition nationwide. So hopefully one day, before I retire in the next 20 years, we will be reclassified from secretaries by the federal standard to emergency first responders nationwide. Thank you.